We welcome you back to the main topic. The next topic is
making an impact on today with kids in church today. I grew up in a church family, you know what I'm saying? My great-grandmama took us to church when we was young, when we was babies, 4 or 5 years old. She gave us a blueprint about going to church at an early age. She started off, she used to take my sister, my cousin. Of course, my mom and dad were present, but my great-grandmama was the pillar of the family. Rest her soul, Miss Evelyn Davis.
Okay.
She wanted to make sure that her grandkids was in church at an early age, and we was. And so how did that help me? It gave me the right and wrong what to do in life society today. So meaning of that, even though it's not a blueprint of what life predicts you what's gonna happen, but she told us, and the church taught us how to maneuver in life. Bob was saying this, and Bob was doing this, and giving us a road to direction about life moving forward. So Black Ice, you know, did you grow up in the church life as a kid?
Well, I was introduced to it, you know, early in life, of course. Mm-hmm. And I think it was a good foundation.
Right.
You know, sometimes, you know, you have questions and things of that nature. And,
right.
You know, so I think it's a good foundation, you know, and it's a good start. But as soon, you know, but sometimes, you know, people have questions amongst questions and, you know, because of their parents or, right. you know, their grandparents. And, you know, I think that it's very, very important for a person, if they have questions, to ask those questions mm-hmm. and then find, you know, what they're looking for.
Right.
And I think, you know, in my opinion, you know, with church and religion, I think it's very, very important to respect the next person's, you know, ideas
yeah.
and things of that nature and their beliefs, you know, especially if they're not bringing harm to no one.
Right.
I think that's the most important thing.
Opinion-wise.
Exactly.
Okay.
You know, I mean, because, you know, you're going to have people that's, you know, it's going to go back and forth. And I'm like, that's not what it's for, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Whatever your relationship may be with God, let that be. I
haven't been to church in you know, God willing, 2 or 3 years now. Mm-hmm. Inside the church. I think I have, other than a funeral or something like that, mm-hmm. but I still have the utmost respect for God.
For God.
He's my leader, my creator. But mm-hmm. Nothing against my pastor. Overall, I love my pastor. Mm-hmm. But we have choices in life what we make. Mm-hmm. I still believe in the almighty power of God, and we still have choice in life. Just me growing up in the church at a young age, mm-hmm. it taught me a lot of values in life, you know, because I had a lot of older heads mm-hmm. that was teaching me, that I would listen to them about things they were saying and things they were doing in church, and it brought attention to my life that, hey, you don't have to go to church every Sunday to do this, but you have to pray to the good grace of the Lord.
That's right.
You know, about what you want in life and what life can bring you, because mm-hmm. Church is a stepping stone to me. Now, this is just my opinion. Yeah. It's a stepping stone. What you bring out of it, what you get out of it. So exactly. I look at it in various different ways, mm-hmm. but I give the utmost respect to my great-grandmama that rest her soul, mm-hmm. that what she did for us at a young age. What you think about it?
I just started studying with a ministry.
Never too late.
That I engage in every week.
Right.
Big shout out to AMIT. I engaged in them, and I learned, you know, a better way to give my praise to God, and I feel that it's never too late mm-hmm. to get involved in something more spiritual, and I'm learning, you know, with the message that they bring. Right. It's very interesting for me to learn, you know, the history of the Bible.
Right.
And I relate it to my today's life.
Not saying politics in the church, but one thing that I learned to do is pray. Pray before I eat, before I sleep. Me and my wife, we pray every night before we go to bed. And to me, it's a big stepping stone because He's giving thanks to the Father Almighty for what He done for us each and every time that we do things. And I try and imply that to my kids growing up, that you got to continue praying when things is going good. For me, to being the only son in the family on my mom's side, it helps me to develop that, hey, I got people under me that I want to make sure they understand the rightness of God, what He can do for you.
That's right.
Right. What you think about it, Black Ice?
Well, I agree, and like I said, and that's why I say, that's why I'm real big on saying, it's a good foundation and it's a good start. But what happens, like you said, sometimes it may become boring. A certain religion may become boring
True.
to a certain person. Like I said, as long as it's not bringing harm to no one else, let that person find their own way.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes I think that's what turned a lot of kids from churches, because they've been forced into it, especially as of nowadays.
Right.
There is so many distractions going on out there nowadays.
Now you can be grown up in the church at a young age and go sideways. That can happen. But
Great point.
If-
Great point.
if
We
you
about
believe
to
it,
wind this down.
Okay.
Great point. To move on to the next.
If you believe in God,
Main
if you
topic.
believe in God, He will bring you right back to the front part. Thank you.